have just seen the new Kung Fu Panda 4, and in this video I will be discussing to see whether it is good or whether it is bad. Let's begin. By the way, here's your spoiler warning. So the movie starts out with Po apparently having to take the next step on his journey. Po's like, well, I've already took all the steps, I am a dragon warrior. But apparently he's not going to be for long. He has served his time and now he's going to choose a new person to become the new dragon warrior. But he doesn't really want to be the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. He wants to be the dragon warrior. So when they try to choose a new dragon warrior, he's like, uh-oh, it's me. Screw all you. By the way, actually, Mr. Beast makes a cameo in this movie, which is pretty interesting. Anyway, but while Po is trying to achieve inner peace, he spots someone sneaking into the Jade Palace. This is Zen. She apparently is one of the main characters in this film and seems to serve as a kind of criminal. But then, eventually, he defeats Zen and stops her from making off with the staff. But apparently he gets warned about how Tai Lung has escaped from the spirit realm, and of course, since he's the dragon warrior, he has to go stop him. But Po quickly figures out that Zen knows something about Tai Lung that he doesn't. But it turns out that this isn't actually Tai Lung, it's the chameleon, who is a shapeshifter who can take any form she wants. So Po decides that him and her are going to go and stop the chameleon, and he will try and reduce her sentence. It's a fair deal, except that he's literally letting a criminal escape from jail. But, I mean, like, it's a movie, I don't really care. So, off Po and Zen go and stop the chameleon before she takes over all of China. Because apparently Po saw that she's going to do that in a vision of his. But I don't think Zen really thought that. It was a dream, probably. But anyway, they go and have this like quick little bar scene where they fight in a bar because apparently Zen cheated in a game. I don't know what game it was, but who cares? It's just a fun action scene. Also, apparently Po's dads are trying to find him, are going on a side mission of their own to go and stop Po from killing himself from the chameleon. Jesus, that's not a good name. Eventually, they arrive at their destination, and Zen gives a little bit more about her backstory. Apparently, she was a stray. She didn't have a family. She had to take what she wanted. But then, someone took her in, and she got all the needs she wanted. So, they both got lucky. But then, they go to the crooks and criminals, because they got chased by some cops. Also, apparently, Zen has a bad rap with these people because they literally try to kill them, but then they convince them not to. Somehow, but, I mean, it still works. And Po gives a little bit more training with Zen. Also, she teaches her a little bit about the staff that Oogway gave him in the spirit realm in the third movie. But then, Po and Zen sneak through the back door, and then they arrive at the chameleon's tower. But then we get a plot twist. The person who took care of Zen was secretly the chameleon. Dun dun dun! The chameleon then decides to push Po off a cliff. Wow, that is menacing. Then he is saved by his dads, and then he decides that he is done. He is going to stop the chameleon no matter what. But he can't beat her. She is now gaining the power of every single master, every single villain that he has faced. She can now be them. How is Po going to defeat her? Well, let's find out. Zen quickly decides that she is no longer going to serve the chameleon, and she is going to get an army to take down the chameleon's army. She is going to go back to the crooks and criminals and ask them to help her. And then they agree, and they go to stop all the guards and go to stop the chameleon. Zen catches up to Po, but he's already faced the chameleon. But the chameleon manages to trap him in a cage, causing Zen to have to use the staff to banish the chameleon and all the other villains back to the spirit realm. But then, here we have our plot twist. Po is now going to choose Zen as the new dragon warrior. Oh my god, it's another dun dun dun! Anyway, that's Kung Fu Panda 4 in a nutshell. I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. If you enjoyed the video, then please subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.